Recording?
Money, money, money.
All right. Welcome.
You think? Should we just start doing ad breaks for fun? Like, let's just start picking things and reading advertisements for ourselves.
I mean,
That'd be fun.
We could. I feel like that's... I have this sneaking suspicion that that's a joke that pretty much every new podcaster does.
Oh.
And
yeah, actually, you're right.
that's...
Fuck that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm trying to avoid being as cliche. What? We're recording again? This fucking guy. Jesus Christ, Karl. Why you look so fucking angry? I don't know where we're going to start the... fuck it. Okay. Should we restart the episode and just pretend that we didn't say what we just said? Okay, ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. And you say the thing.
Should we?
Hold on.
Should we?
Pause the camera.
Wait.
Pause the camera.
No.
The camera. Okay. Is it going? Okay.
What?
It's good. Whatever. Fuck it. Just should we what? Should we
just make up and read our own?
No, I'm gonna start the podcast
Ads.
where we originally started. I'm gonna figure out a way. They already heard that. They already heard that thing.
If I'm excited for our possible fake sponsorship, which I don't want to say anything about it because, I mean, I don't think it'll hurt our chances. But I just
Hurt our chances. They're not fucking.
I don't want to jinx it because I really want it to happen. I'm just gonna spend all my time privately manifesting a schmopo schmiko sponsorship.
We pretty much already told it. So I saw this TikTok a couple days ago, and some dude was like, "Hey, if you just tell Topo Chico that you're throwing an event, they'll sponsor pretty much anything." So there's a sponsorship form you have to fill out. I filled it out for some podcast events, and we got our fingers crossed that Topo Chico is going to send us a couple cases of seltzer water.
Yeah.
And that'll be our first quote unquote official sponsorship.
Yeah. So, just for good measure, I fucking love Topo Chico, bro.
I'm
so passionate about it. I
wouldn't-
love it.
I wouldn't call myself passionate.
I love
about
their
it,
alcohol
but
and
yeah.
their just degular
Oh, yeah,
seltzer.
They do have alcohol.
Yeah, it's great. Wow. Imagine if they sent us that instead. That'd be sick if we got that. That's for the good sponsorships, you know? The shit ones get the seltzer water, but if you mean business, they'll send you the ranch water. You know? The fuck's your problem?
I said it the last episode. I'm fucking tired. I don't know. We might put out both episodes. If not, just so everybody knows.
The last one ramped up.
Fuck. The last one did.
took 12 minutes, but it ramped up.
Yeah. If we put up both episodes and we're wearing the same clothes, it's because we recorded 2 episodes. And if we don't put out that last episode, well, then you'll never know what it was about.
We change our fucking clothes to fake it. But
Whoa,
we wear the
wait, what do
same. But we
All
wear
right.
the same clothes all
Well,
the time.
we gotta-
Both
okay.
you and I only wear 2 pairs of jeans and 1 pair of shoes, pretty much.
All right. So, who the fuck's calling me? I'm doing a podcast. St. Louis.
You know that
So-
could really be important.
I'm just gonna recap. It could be important. Today's release day. What if it's a record label saying,
Out of St. Louis.
"You got it, kid. I don't know what it is, but you got it." So just to recap, I spilled the beans in the last episode. Karl and I, what we do is we record 2 episodes every week, and then we choose which one that we want to do because we can't edit around anything. Now, so, you know, if we talk about something and it sucks or it's really fucking boring, there's no getting around it. So we just record 2 and we just choose whichever one we like better. And then last episode...
That's our secret to fucking nailing this shit every episode.
So that is... Yeah, so the last episode, I said I'm fucking exhausted. So I was a little sweepy boy. And then by the end, it ramped up and we got a little a little hectic, and now I have a little bit more energy, but I'm still fucking dragging. You excited for rehearsal tonight, Carl?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't sound too fucking enthusiastic.
What the fuck? Why do you want me to be excited?
I want you to be excited for my rehearsal.
I am enthused. I am.
So
I will be supportive.
Supportive.
Yes. I will be the backbone of the operation
So
by cooperating.
I'm gonna break it down for everybody here of how this works, because I got a critique from somebody about
On our podcast?
on our podcast.
What was his fucking name? Where does he live?
Her name is Maddie, and she brought up this point that I think is pretty valid. That
Great.
well, her point was just like she's like, dude, you got to say who the fuck you guys are. No one knows who the fuck we are. So
That's a good point.
and I even realize even if you do know who I am or who Karl is, you might not fully understand what we're doing here musically. The amount of times people think that you and I think that Olympic Formal is you and me and Jake still, and like Sungrove is like a band with like you and me. So let's clear it up.
Let's take a fucking minute then, shall we?
I'll say my piece and then you say your piece.
Sounds like a plan.
This fucking piece of shit right here has nothing to do with my music.
Except that I mix all of it.
Except that he mixes
But
all
I'm not
of it.
a member. I don't get any opinions.
So basically the breakdown is Karl and I are both musicians. Karl and I used to be in a band together called Olympic Formal. This was our band in high school. After a while, Karl started dating this girl named Yoko Ono. And she split up the band.
She started coming to rehearsals. Talking politics and shit.
Yeah.
It was really fucking frustrating.
No,
Not for me though.
Yeah, we stopped playing music together because we all lived in separate cities, and whatever, it just like didn't work out. It's a high school.
Really hard.
It's a high school fucking band.
Heartbreaking. To say the least.
Olympic Formal was really fun to play in. So that was the band then. That's what a lot of like our high school friends and even some of our college friends kind of know musically. And then I started making my own music, and Karl started making his own music. We both are completely separate artists. Sungrove is all me. I write and record everything. Karl has his own music that he's.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, say your piece and we'll do mine next.
So yeah, I am Sungrove. I write and record all my own music, but I exist in this world where I write and record everything, and then I give it to Karl to just mix.
Just like it's that easy, huh?
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing anything important.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but I'm trying to make a smooth transition here, but I'm doing a bad job. I wanted to just talk about like the community aspect of like our musical endeavors. So in our live set, Karl is quote unquote in my band, but Karl's not like the band. Does that make sense? Same thing with our guitar player, Cole Brightbill. His musical project is called Brightbill. He writes and records all his own stuff. And then we have Sugar Pit, Kian. He was on the thing. He plays bass. He is his own completely different thing, but we're all playing music together, but in our own separate ways. We're all our own musicians. So it ends up being really, really cool because we're all supporting each other and all playing each other's shows, yet creatively there's no there's no butting heads or anything like that. Like being in a band is really difficult for a lot of people to like have a clear vision of what you're doing. So everyone has their own vision, but everyone is still supporting one another and like being involved. How was that? Did I ramble too much, or was that relatively concise?
No, that was concise. I think you did a good job.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm doing.
We are East Coast pilgrims in Southern California. So all of us met in Philadelphia as well. Same with like our friend AJ, who just put out an EP as the band Laray, Laray. Check them out if you're into fucking rock music.
Rock and roll.
Fucking goddamn guitars.
Heavy shit.
Yeah.
Heavy shit.
It's fucking sick. We know a lot of fucking people in their mid-20s that do fucking music, and everybody is getting together and supporting each other and helping each other out in many ways. And Cole does the same thing that he does for David and I with like fucking 3 other people too. The dude is all over the place. And it's
Shout
fucking
out Cole
sick.
Brightbill.
Yeah. And his new music is fucking awesome too. I don't know when it's coming out, and I don't know if he wants me to say anything about
Probably
it,
not.
but it's
Probably
fucking
not.
sick.
Probably not, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, it's safe to say that a guy who makes music is working on music. If he's upset that I said that, then he needs to.
I just didn't want you to say like what it was going to sound like.
No,
Because
I'm not going to say anything details wise, but his new music is fucking sick, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have AJ on the podcast too soon. We'll talk about that schedule after the podcast episode.
So I'm going to confuse everybody and say my piece now.
Hell yeah.
My shit that I've fucking taken my sweet time working on. Been doing fucking work on, I guess, what is going to be an album, but who fucking knows what it's going to be. I have a bunch of songs. I'm going to try to make them into an album, but maybe they'll just be songs and fucking whatever. We're going to figure that out as we go along. But I'm taking the old high school band name back and using that name, Olympic Formal, as my solo project.
Now that you announced it, it's time for you to change your fucking Instagram handle.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure everybody that like maybe thinks a couple of our clips from the podcast are funny that clicks on my Instagram is immediately disappointed. Like, the fuck is this person even doing this shit for? So yeah, I'll change that shit up. I guess I have. When is this episode going to be out? In like 6 days or something?
Like 10 days.
Sick. All right.
You got 10 days,
I got
motherfucker.
10 days. Sick. All right, cool. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm not going to go into super in-depth descriptions as to what the music is like, but I mean, we all make fucking one guy fucking
Just
music,
one guy
so
music.
There's like some synthesizers and fucking shit in it, and it's cool, and I like it. And you know, I think anybody that is listening to this podcast and also listened to the music I put out 3 years ago during the beginning of the pandemic, to the 3 of you that cross over in those fan bases that listened to it and is listening to this, I'm ripping off Tame Impala a little bit less these days, which is cool. And yeah, cool. You know everything about me now.
Cool.
So that's who the fuck we are. Maddie.
Yeah.
Thanks for the input. You fucking dick.
No, I appreciate it.
No, that was a good point.
Yeah.
That was
I
nice.
think it's valid.
That was nice.
Because who the fuck
yeah.
are we?
No, now people can actually care about our opinions.
Now you guys can care about what the fuck we have
now
to say.
you know that we're smart and actually independent musicians and not just talking about independent musicians.
That's true.
For real.
I've seen so many people like, God damn, my phone's blowing up. I'm famous, motherfucker. Not really. Just in case you guys thought I might be famous. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
I've seen so many fucking people, not as much anymore, but in the early days of music marketing, there was this big push for creating like educational content around music. And I think I see it a lot less now, but this thing that I saw a lot in like 2016 was musicians trying to push their own music through doing like YouTube tutorials for music promotion. I don't really know where the fuck I was going with that point.
I saw today my least favorite thing I've seen in a while. And thank God I don't remember what this guy's name was, because I would totally name drop and put this guy on blast right now if I could remember. So you know the fucking like TikTok interview style shit where like dudes will go up to like girls at a fucking rave and be like, "What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?"
Yeah.
Like, and they like have a separate phone as the microphone and.
I don't like when people use their phone as a microphone.
But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like the TikTok interview style shit.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah?
Yeah, like that kind of shit. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So I saw one of those videos today, and I didn't realize that it was a sponsored Instagram post. I just thought it was just a fucking reel. And he's like, any tips for trying to date a poli-sci girl? And it's just some fucking random girl. And she's like, I don't know, just be like straightforward, blah, blah, blah. And then a song starts playing. And turns out it's not one of those videos. It's a guy like promoting his new song. And he filmed like a music video. And that was the intro to the music video. And it's the
Dating.
hook is like, poli-sci girl, let me into your heart, whatever the fuck this shit was. Now, if anybody looks this up, we'll definitely find who it is. Because poli-sci girl is a very specific phrase. But anyway.
You didn't like that?
I fucking hated it. But honestly, whatever. Any creative idea, I'll give them a way out from my hatred. Anybody that's doing any creative idea and seeing it through and putting in some sort of work to promote their music is fine. When people get crafty like that, I typically am just like okay, whatever. But I just hate that style of video pretty passionately. So
do you think
the song was actually kind of good, so maybe I should not be such an asshole. Whatever. Fuck you. I hated your video.
Do you think what do you like when it comes to musical promotion? What do you find?
I have no fucking idea. Now I have 10 days to figure it the fuck out. And I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do because you know what? I'm just going to end up making a bunch of shit that I probably hate. And then I'll have to apologize publicly to shitting on anybody for doing anything.
Music promotion is hard.
Because I'm an asshole.
Music promotion is fucking hard. I'm having a very difficult time right now because my new song Inside is out on all platforms and you should go stream it and save it and add it to your liked songs.
Yeah, you said a lot hit the heart on Spotify. Did you notice it's not a fucking heart anymore?
Yeah.
It's a plus sign.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's so Spotify.
You fucked everything up.
Fucked up.
Everybody was looking for the heart so they could save David's song and they couldn't find it, so nobody did.
Fucked up my call to action. Advertising. What the fuck was I saying before?
Music promotion is hard.
Oh, it's fucking so difficult. That was one of the questions that I was asked in that interview that I was telling you I was doing. Caitlin was asking me how I was adjusting to promoting my music on TikTok and stuff like that.
Did you say poorly?
I said I have not adjusted. Like, I haven't. And we talked briefly about it, but we can talk about it here. How much time we got left? What time is it?
I think we started right at 3:15 because we were arguing with Colin. It's 3:33, so we're good.
All right,
We're good.
cool.
We're good.
Okay,
We're good.
just making sure. Just making sure.
You haven't adjusted well to TikTok.
God, it's hard
You're
for me.
You're fucking big stupid today.
It's hard for me, Karl. It's hard. I haven't adjusted to TikTok, and I was making the point to Caitlin, and then I'll make it here, is that we grew up watching musicians exist in this 90s, early 2000s structure of the music industry, right? Where you pretty much had to be signed to a label, and the label did a lot of the work promotion-wise.
There was also like a linear growth cycle that people would go through. I was talking about this on Sunday with you. Is like we talk about Mac DeMarco too much on this fucking show.
I don't think we've ever talked about him on this show.
Yeah, we did when we were talking about the music we listened to like last week. Maybe you just decided not to put that episode out. So anyway, fuck it. So, but I brought him up because it's like you can watch his growth in a very linear way. You see him playing like arts festivals to like 30 people, and you see him start to grow, and then the live sets he gets invited on YouTube shows from like 10 years ago and shit like that. And it's like you see him grow and grow and grow. The size of his shows get bigger. His growth was very much determined by like his live set growing and getting more popular. He doesn't do a lot of social media stuff because that didn't really exist at the beginning of his career, and now he's big enough where he fucking isn't even present on a single platform.
Yeah.
So he's avoided that entire process in a way that probably only he can do, but it didn't even exist for a long time. And honestly, you said early, like 90s, early 2000s, but the entire industry of music promotion has changed in the last 5 years since the pandemic hit and like a little bit before.
My point is that even though a lot of the bands that I was referring to, they were like getting popular in 2016, but the mentality of music promotion still was a lot left over from like 2004.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff still worked. And like you said, now
it's like billboards and music videos, bro.
Yeah,
and now it's fucking bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit.
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna say it. I said it to you at some point, whenever the fuck I said it. Although I'm not comfortable with the world of TikTok and promoting myself, and I feel like a fucking baby deer who just got fucking born. This is me. My legs are like that. That's me on TikTok. All right.
It'll probably get easier too.
Yeah, but I think now we are in the greatest time ever for self-promotion. I think now more than ever, musicians and artists are able to pop off with completely on their own. It's very true. The way that the TikTok algorithms
it's all
fucking
free.
It's all free.
Helpful.
The way all that shit fucking works, I see so many independent bands grow a following completely on their own, and they are massive and they have diehard fan bases, and they are doing it from their fucking iPhone. And you know who's about to fucking do that? And we had him on our podcast first, Mr. Kian Stevens Winston Sugar Pit. He is popping the fuck off right now. His last video got 35,000 views on TikTok. 35,000, not 100, 35,000, which to some people that's chump change. But that's really big. And I asked him, I was like, yo, did you, because I saw it and I was like, oh, he had to have fucking like paid. And I was like, dude, did you pay for a TikTok ad? He's like, nope. It just fucking popped off.
That's sick.
It's so fucking dope. How did it happen? I don't fucking know.
What was the video of? I don't even have TikTok. I'm so fucked. What is it?
It was his promotional video. I mean, he didn't not do anything. It was his big promotional video for Supply and Demand, which is out. This one, the one where he's swinging his hands. It popped off, but he posted it. And I don't think it had that many views. And then like 2 or 3 days later, I looked again and was like, holy shit.
Damn.
What the fuck? And then he did something that I found incredibly hilarious. Somebody posted a comment that said...
Yeah, Justine was telling me about it, but go ahead.
He said, oh, great, another industry plant. Now, let me tell you something about Mr. Sugar Pit. I don't know if you saw the last episode, but that boy could not be further from a fucking industry plant. He's got no tooth!
He can't get any more authentic to all of the shit that he puts out. Like, everything you're witnessing explains him perfectly to a T. And yeah, you want to explain the video that he made, or do we not need to go into detail?
It's just him. He's got no fucking tooth, and he's just dancing around. He's around a bunch. He's at like a dump, like a legitimate dump.
Oh,
like
I meant the video
dump.
that in response to the comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think Colin just said we only have 3 minutes left. But I'll be really quick.
Bullet points.
The response video that he had was the comment. It's like, oh, this guy thinks I'm an industry plant, and he's just walking around his house showing his fucking mattress on the floor with a sleeping bag, his cabinet full of like 2 cans of black beans, his socks with fucking holes in it. Just,
What a fucking like kind of backhanded compliment though, that you are so authentic and have such a good vibe about you that people think that it's fake. And it's an industry plant, and it's massively funded by like some fucking label. That's like huge in a way. It's fucking sick, because obviously somebody thought that he was so good that it couldn't have been just some guy by himself. But it is. Fuck you. You're an idiot.
Fuck you. Goodbye, everybody.